bringing the heat, and the boys on the couch are never taking defeat. We're gonna bet it all on the money line. Detention span is in session tonight. Tell me what you think. Should I take the parlay? If they score, you gotta drink. Hey, we're just getting started. We're getting yards on the ground. Defense is playing tight. Detention span is in session tonight.
That's where we're starting. Isn't that nice? Finally getting a producer cue at the start.
It is nice to have a producer.
I mean, we've been producerless for years now. Some say that's the Achilles heel of the show, is it being producerless.
Yeah, it's been a long search.
And it's been a long time since I've had you on that couch, C-Dub Smashville Wally Hound. Or if that's what we're still calling you these days. You still go by that alias.
Sometimes, yeah. Mike Chill has been one.
I miss Mike Chill.
AKA Scrappy Do, AKA Scrappy Don't. I've had a lot.
I've had a few, not as many as you, but a man who holds as many different lineages and has lived as many different lives as you have. There's no one else I'd rather lend my glasses to than you.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel like it really ties everything together.
It does, bro. I feel like naked on this episode because I don't have my glasses.
Yeah.
And I want to wear these glasses that I have on my desk, but truth be told, they're kind of sticky right now.
All right, well.
Sticky shades.
You got sticky shades. You're going to have to... Why are they sticky?
And that's the thing. They weren't my shades to begin with. They were like gifted to me sticky. They were hand-me-down shades from the legend.
Okay.
But I think they just got put in a drawer and got stickified. Or maybe they were in someone's baseball bat or bag.
Maybe.
And got pine tar on it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think we hope and pray that we got pine tar on it.
Yeah, if it's another sticky substance that's human made, then if that's the case, then I'll put them on.
Oh man, they smell like bleach.
Mine smells sweet. I don't know. Gotta figure that out. Big Erp, shout out. Thank you for being behind the camera and the computers. We can't exist without you. Truth be told.
That's true.
No, I love you too.
You too.
But like I said, man, it's amazing to have you back. I've been dying to talk some ball with you in front of the class.
Oh yeah, it's long overdue.
It is, bro. I mean, and you're now coming back on the show as well as me, a 2-time Super Bowl champion. So congrats. I was gonna hit the
Touchdown Seahawks!
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for your applause, but it looks that's for you. That's the class in the back.
And I feel like, did we really get a chance to talk about the NFC Championship?
A night was had that day. A day was had, and a night was had. That was one of the best days of my life.
It was. Dude.
You kept me on a schedule that day,
dude. We had to be on a schedule, man.
We were. I shit you not. We were probably first 5,000 there.
Had to be.
Like bright and early.
We were there so early. We parked. We took up like 3 spots until it was ready to give it up.
And no one gave a shit because we had the grill out. We were vibing. We were throwing the football around. We were prepared. Dude. We looked like we were. We got there the night before.
Dude, we arguably some of the biggest 12s out there. I'd like to think about how many different times we played through that season. We were there the off season.
Me and you were the only ones who predicted this. When I look back on this season, and there's one person who was steadfast with me, and we were on the same wavelength, was you. Mm-hmm. I mean, you immediately stuck me in Sam Darnold conversion therapy. I was an inmate there for less than 2 days. It took me to see the light. And Sammy's as you know, Sammy's my favorite Seahawk. I mean, he's a Super Bowl Sammy.
Super Bowl Sammy.
And you put me in therapy, man, and you made me see the light, and we were bought in, and we were stacking days and stacking wins like Coach Mack, and it's so tough to not be happy for such a cool coach. He's got such a cool story. I mean, I saw him on a few of the shows that I listen to. The way he interacts with people, he's just a super awesome dude and a phenomenal coach. And the redemption it almost doesn't feel real.
No, it doesn't. I mean, that doesn't happen. They did something that never happened before.
No.
Having a GM that puts two different Super Bowl rosters together, the same organization, like that doesn't happen. That's greatest of all time type stuff right there. So
No, he's up there. I hope Bezos, when he comes in, he lets John and Matt keep doing their thing. You know, he just wants be a winning owner. Don't be an involved owner. Okay, like if you don't know the game as well as the GM, just trust who you hire. That's what you've done your whole life. That's why you don't work. You got people running Amazon, all your other businesses. Just trust the people that you know will do the job right. And Schneider, man, he's one of the best, if not the best, in the National Football League.
I agree.
He's pretty. And if we get sold to an owner that ends up beefing with him and gets rid of him, then the boat could get a little shaky, and I could be a little upset. But I think he writes his own checks now.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's kind of how it goes, or how it should go. Mm-hmm. I think whatever the next owner is, I mean, you just hope that they come in and their sole goal is to be a championship team. Like, you don't want them to be a profit first owner. So, I don't know.
I don't know if you listened. I was talking to Perk earlier this week how I'm trying to win the lottery so I can become the Sonics next owner. Because I feel
That'd
like
be sweet.
I feel like I could Jerry Buss 2.0 this thing.
Jerry Buss.
And instead of like dancing cheerleaders, like we could still have them, but I say we do dancing Sasquatch mascots.
We just have all Sasquatches.
All Sasquatch mascots
Who
can dance and cheer at the same time.
Wyatt, can you look up what multiple Sasquatches' names are? Is it Sasquatches?
Sasquatchies.
Sasquatch-I?
You're the one in education. You should know this.
Bro, sorry. We don't really have a unit on Sasquatch.
I feel bad for the people who just made hunting Sasquatch their whole life. Like, there's so much more to life than...
Dude, the amount...
Unless you find them, then...
I guess.
What do we got?
Commonly accepted plural for multiple Sasquatch is Sasquatches.
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 Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
The swatches.
The more you know.
Damn.
People didn't, they tuned in today not expecting to learn something, but now you learned something, right?
I heard if you take a Jack Link's beef jerky from a Sasquatch, they'll rip you in half like a piece of Laffy Taffy.
That's what I heard too. They'll punch you. Which is weird because where are they getting all this Jack Links besides people walking with Jack Links, I guess?
Speaking of a Jack Link, do you think Squatches are hogged out?
Maybe.
Wyatt's agreeing, and they gotta be. I feel like they might be the most hogged out creature there is.
Maybe like aliens or something.
That's
Maybe
true.
It's like they touch fingers. And something like that, dude.
I like to think the Sonics kidnapped a Sasquatch and forced him to become a mascot. Like he's actually a real Sasquatch. He's just in a cage. He's been in a cage since 2008.
And it's not some dude that has his GED. That might be able to do a cartwheel.
Do a nice trampoline backwards 360 dunk. Bro, if they bring our Sonics back, we and Perk had a big segment about talking about the Sonics coming back and how excited we would be. But man, if they come back, I'm trying to get season tickets. So I don't know if all the boys want to go in. I'm trying to make this happen. Maybe we get 3. Maybe we get 2, but we rotate those hoes up and we just go to Sonic games because basketball is my favorite sport to watch. Football is my favorite sport to see in person. Basketball is a close second.
Yeah, my personal opinion on NBA is like I don't really get too much into NBA. Like I'll watch it. Like it'll catch my interest, but like most of those are big games. So I don't know. Going to a game in person is always different than watching it on TV. So way more fun. But
No, you're right.
I'm getting really excited for those M's.
It's I was talking to Wyatt earlier. I was just talking about how exhausting it is that these cats are playing 9.5 months out of the whole entire year. The season's already back. I mean, you can just see and smell the spring in the air, so you know it's baseball season. I mean, you can step outside and it feels like baseball weather, but it's a long road ahead of the M's. I'm very excited, but can you comfort me and maybe give me some insight on why I should be comfortable going into the season, even though baseball is a game where you got to stack these wins up in the regular season, and it really slowly does matter about stacking good months in the season.
Yeah, well, okay, so a good thing is, right, our roster is pretty much the same, right? You lose a Gino, which is a fan favorite, but if you really look at what he did for us towards the end of the year, not really that much. He had the huge bomb in the playoffs that kept the season going, but adding a guy like Donovan is going to be more consistent. He's had a really good spring. And then we have a lot of prospects that are on the doorstep, as well as like kind of the AL West as a whole is, think of like Texas. They're kind of in a holding place. When they didn't do that well. The season that they won, they had some outrageous numbers by Corey Seager. They kind of went all in to win that one, which isn't a bad thing, but they're kind of in a place of limbo right now. Houston, same thing. Their biggest thing is they can't keep their best players healthy throughout the year, and that's a huge thing. And then a team that's actually going to be kind of sneaky here pretty soon, I don't know if it's necessary this year, is the Athletics. I don't think they're going to be as bad as people think. I think they're going to be all right, maybe in the mix for a little bit, but they have a lot of good young talent, and it's really just about keeping those. And it's a shame that it has to happen in the midst of them moving, but that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of leaving for outer space with the new stadium. I don't know if you've seen the renderings that they're walking into. It's unreal. It's probably the most futuristic stadium I've ever seen in my life.
It's gonna be crazy as long as all that stuff goes through and there's no problems.
And do you think a lot of people are gonna want to go play in that environment too? Like obviously, with those kind of facilities at their disposal. Like, do you think that makes it more enticing to land bigger players?
Possibly. I think what it ultimately comes down to with a lot of players in baseball is they want to go with good organizations that have a good culture. So, like just using the Mariners as an example, when they didn't necessarily have the best culture, and it's still kind of that way to some extent, you have to go and overpay because your market's not as big to go and land big players. I think it might be kind of a similar thing with the Athletics where they're going to have to spend money, but I think they've been doing a really good job of getting that young talent around them. So I think they'll be a fun team to watch throughout the year. Again, I don't think their roster is nearly enough to be able to compete, but I think they'll be better than at least they were last year.
Feel bad for the Angels. There seems like there's no hope in Anaheim for our boy Thorny.
Yeah, the Angels are a tough squad. They do have some good young players, like Christian Moore. I love Christian Moore. He was a Tennessee guy, second baseman. I think he'll be good. But yeah, that's just an interesting culture. They're just a weird team because there's been times in the past where they go out and they do pay players and they do have good players and then they just don't do anything with it.
Do you think a Mike Trout retirement is imminent?
I don't know. That's an interesting one. His career arc, as much as people aren't going to agree with this, especially in Seattle, right? It's very Griffey-esque.
I agree with that, actually, a lot.
Was a great player, had the chance of being one of the best of all time at his position, and then injuries just catch up to you. You can't. Baseball is such a long season that you have to play hard, but there's also times where you do have to make business decisions, especially in the field, right? You can't be crashing into walls all the time and expect you to be able to play all the games. So There's very few players that are able to stay healthy for the whole entire season, and that's like kind of a skill of baseball. I'm sure basketball as well. Like being able to stay healthy throughout the season is almost like as much of a skill as any of them.
I think that's what's like one of the most impressive things about Major League Baseball to me is, like you said, in those other sports, specifically in the NBA, they're in today's version of the game doing a lot of load management within the team. They got days off of games, and in the MLB, it's not like that. I mean, most of the guys' time, if you can play, you're playing as many games as you fucking can. Like they're gonna put you on the field, and
they do give guys rest days, especially early on in the year.
I guess like catchers and too.
They'll give them days off, or they'll DH guys. There's not really old school baseball like the Cal Ripken Juniors who are playing every single game, so I call them Iron Man. Every single game is kind of like doesn't really happen. It's not probably never gonna happen because it is smart when you're playing the third game. Maybe it's like the 5th game that week or 6th game. You have a travel day in between. Like you don't want your star players dying in April. But then down the stretch, there's a lot less rest days. Like best guys are going to be playing. That's why. I love everyone loves playoff baseball, to watch playoff baseball, because that's where you really see like guys who may have been a minimal impact guy through the regular season. When the playoffs show up, then it's like they're different guys. So it's going to be exciting. The M's have a really good roster, top to bottom.
I was gonna say, I feel like Julio to me is kind of like that Iron Man on the team. Like I feel like he does play the probably most consistent out of anybody in the lineup. I mean, JP played a lot obviously too, but like, yeah, it's an attest to those guys who can show up every day and be that star player. I guess there is a select few of the greats and the best in the league who can do that. All the superstars. But like you do need rest. I mean, everyone's going to get their rest here and there, and especially an 8 month long season.
Did you see the Bryce Miller interview that he had?
No, what'd he say?
So, it's kind of a testament to how close the locker room is. By the way, Randy today was talking about how him and Cal are family. Was his statement?
He said that today.
Yep, and they're ready to go bring a World Series to Seattle, is what he said.
We got to get into Team USA.
They interviewed Bryce Miller and they said, "Hey, who do you think the captain is on the team?" And he is like, "Well, he's like, we don't really have a captain. There's like a lot of different guys." He was like, "Cal really tries to be the captain," and he was like, "Well, he's not very captain-like because he missed a team meeting the other day." And he's like, "I'm not sure where he was. He's playing in the World Baseball Classic."
They didn't even let him play.
No,
they didn't even pinch the dump.
Don't even get me started on.
How are you not gonna pinch the dump? How are you not gonna pinch a dump off real quick?
Yeah, at least pinch the dump, dude.
That shit pissed me the fuck off. You have basically the man who arguably could have been the MVP, had votes. You didn't give him a chance to show up, and then the guy you crowned MVP just strikes out 4 times, just lays an egg as quote unquote Captain America of the team. Who in my opinion, it's Bryce Harper. I think Bryce Harper was heart and soul of this team.
Bryce Harper kind of laid an egg too. I think that
the shot though.
Yeah, but also Gunnar Henderson played well. Bobby Witt Jr. was probably the most consistent throughout the whole entire thing. I think that DeRosa he took a lot of credit for putting that team together. Do I think if anybody was the manager and was like, "Hey, let's go win a World Baseball Classic," I think most of the guys still would have joined.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a lot of mismanagement. There wasn't very much change in the lineup. You have an opportunity in that game to throw probably the best, at least the most electric closer in the game in a huge spot, and you decide not to when it comes back to bite you. Like,
where's this fucking chud from?
DeRosa?
Yeah. Who picked him to be?
Well,
why didn't we get A-Rod off of Fox? I feel like A-Rod could have been a better manager for us.
I think that
or maybe Jeter, maybe not A-Rod. Okay. What about the kid?
That would have been cool.
Put the kid in the stripes.
See, that's a tough one. So DeRosa was a big leaguer for like 18 years, right? But ever since then, I think he's done like 18, like the 18U USA team, I believe. And he's done a lot of stuff in that realm. I just don't think, like, he's a TV guy. Like, even his interviews, you can tell he's a TV guy, and it's like, you kind of need someone who's going to make decisions. What it looked like to me for most of that thing was our team was just deeper than everybody else, so we would end up winning these games against lesser competition, right? Mm-hmm. But when it became time to make actual decisions, the back was against the wall. One of the biggest underperforming teams of all of it. We were lucky to beat the DR. We lost to Italy.
Yeah.
Italy was a hot team. They were good because you could tell they really wanted it. DR really wanted to win. I don't think there was one point where the United States really made me super excited by what they did.
Yeah, they were kind of coattail riding off of the Olympic success of the men's and women's hockey team, and just kind of with the Olympics just finishing up, they were kind of riding that high of, winning one for your country right now.
Yeah. Well, you think of Venezuela, they play well. They're getting excited.
The crowd showed up enormously for them. I swear it was 80% Venezuela in the finals.
United States, nobody showed up.
Nobody. Pat McAfee was in a tank top. Usually the boys on.
The Mexico game in Houston was like mostly Mexico.
It was like a Cowboys game.
Yeah, pretty much. We had that Italy. Well, with Italy was doing their espresso shots, and they had their team chemistry thing. So like you could just tell. And baseball is one of those things where you can't half do it. It's not like you can halfway play, and also like even there's some guys. I think Scooble was like, I expected it to be like an all-star environment. It's like, no, it's a playoff environment with these teams because a lot of these guys some of them don't play Major League Baseball.
Didn't Scooble pull himself out of the game where he's like, I'm just not doing it? Or maybe it was Detroit?
He wanted to stay, but you also have to get okay from the team. And like, I think for him, Detroit made some moves and Scooble's their guy. So I don't know.
Got to keep that arm fresh.
Exactly. That was just like when Julio got dotted up in the wrist in our game. That was scary to see. That was scary to see, but then he goes out and makes that play at the wall.
I saw you post that on your story. I had to ask, are you anti-America or anti-Yankee?
Anti-Yankee for sure.
DeRosa kind of looks like a shaved Steven Seagal. He's kind of got that face.
Dude, I think ultimately above all else, and obviously USA, I'm going to ride or die with USA, but I'm also just a fan of baseball, dude. When good baseball is being played, you got to tip your cap. I love Julio because he's a Mariner too, and seeing him do those things like when it's spring training, but it's a big stage, like that's just a refreshing thing to see.
Wyatt's anime laughing at us from behind the scenes being a Dodgers fan.
Must be nice to buy everybody that you need.
Bro, Wyatt's got that checkbook. You got the Nami money.
Yeah.
You do got the One Piece. If I found the One Piece, I would buy the Sonics. Here's the One Piece. I just want the Sonics. I don't know who would check me out. Where would I check out for the Sonics? Like with my One Piece chest? Some Amazon store? No.
Amazon Go.
That would be crazy. Just an auction for the Sonics. Yeah, I gotta aggressively get back into trying to win the lottery so I can make this happen. In reality, I'd have all my best friends courtside every game or in a suite, and then we'd just be like front row for the Sasquatchettes shaking ass. They're doing like the Rockettes dance with like this is real entertainment right here, boys. This is what they travel miles to come and see.
Oh boy, dude.
and some green and yellow bikinis. I'm spitballing here.
Spitballing.
Get some
Fuck, I'm gonna look
trampolines
at-
in there.
I'm gonna look at your notebook. I bet you chat GPT. Let me see your last 3 chat GPTs, dude.
I can pull up my last 3 chat GTPs for sure.
You probably have like 10 pictures saved in your camera roll of just AI Sasquatch chicks.
Let me see here. Give me a minute. Keep them.
He said, "Oh, I guarantee it, dude."
1 sec.
I feel like the last. Okay, if I'm in the ballpark, you have to give me a nod here. If you were to look at your last 3 pictures that you've taken, I guarantee that there's 2 that are AI and 1 about March Madness. Am I in the ballpark? No. There's at least a picture about March Madness. You're lying to me.
No. Let's see here. My last 3. Draft age in the United States. St. John's versus UConn over. St. John's UConn over bet confidence. So I tried to get AI to hype me up over that bet that ended up losing.
So to go back to the first one.
I
I'm
think
pretty
I'm out
sure
of the
you're
age.
good, dude. It's like 26, so you're good. That's
True,
why
I am Unk now.
That's why I'm really celebrating my birthday this year, because I'm like, I'm out of it. You guys can do what you want.
That's why these kids don't understand it's good to be young status now.
Oh yeah,
Drafting the dogs, you guys.
exactly, dude.
We're the ones who got to go work in the steel mill and mill and make guns and bullets
Nah, dude.
and automobiles.
You say that, dude. I'm gonna be the what's a league of their own. I'm gonna go be a manager for an all women's league.
I'm gonna go manage the Phoenix Mercury. I think they would hate my ass, unfortunately. Even though I think I could bring I would just bring the Mike Mack work ethic to the Phoenix Mercury on how we need to stack wins.
Yeah, dude. Until you make someone cry.
I
That's my biggest thing, dude.
That's true. I mean, you can't be like Brock Purdy crying on the sidelines.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
hopefully these women would have the wherewithal to keep the composure and be professionals. But I don't know. I know my Storm would.
All I'm saying is, you keep talking about buying the Sonics. I want to bring back the Seattle Mist.
The Arena League.
No.
Seattle Mist. That would be like the Lingerie Football League on Spike TV, or was it MTV?
Bro, we could get a better deal done. Paramount Plus.
Didn't they try to bring back the Lingerie Football League and it just kind of
No,
like fell on its face?
Not hard enough.
I guess not. I guess the guys weren't getting hard enough at it.
Dude, it doesn't. I'm saying you put good football on the field.
That's what I'm saying. I think maybe we pad up the lingerie so we get a little more pads on it so we can run a little more of an authentic brand of football on the TV. So I mean it's tough taking all those hits and just crop top lingerie, man. We got to get these girls some protection. I mean, I honestly love the videos on YouTube of all the women's football leagues. Mm-hmm. Like they do like the sideline like mic'd up point of view, and they're all like talking trash and talking ball. Like that's some good shit right there. I get into that on Instagram. That's been in my algorithm for a minute.
Okay, over under 25 Subarus in the parking lot of their games.
There's 62 vans where that their moms and grandmothers travel together in.
Oh boy.
Bro, I'm squeaking on this fucking... I don't know if I'm squeaking on the chair or I'm squeaking on this board. There's too much goddamn squeaking going on.
Too much squeaking.
Can't be squeaking. Can't be a pip squeaking. Squeaking. March Madness, C-Dub. You been watching a bunch, or you been just kind of paying attention to the Vols?
No, I've been trying to pay attention as much as I can. Work is throwing a wrench in that sometimes, but I've really been able to pay attention to the Vols. I mean, some of it's pretty surprising, the games that have hashed out. It's fallen in good favor for the teams that are in those kind of middle seeds. It feels like. I think it shows too. Strength of schedule matters sometimes. Who you're playing, how you're winning. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun to watch. As long as your team isn't one of those teams that have lost, it's fun to watch.
No, it's been a great tournament, and honestly, there hasn't been like all the upsets that maybe we're kind of keen to be seeing in the past. But honestly, I think yes, some of these matchups get chalked up leading into the round of 32 or the Sweet 16 onto the Elite Eight. But all these teams are paying for these unbelievable rosters nowadays. So I honestly can't wait for these matchups. I think you're going to get some phenomenal games because of the landscape of NIL in college basketball and how that shakes out. So I'm really excited to see all these big programs go up against each other. I want to see the best versus the best. High Point was an awesome watch tonight. Me and Erp were watching High Point, Arkansas. Vanderbilt and Nebraska was a crazy game. Nebraska at the last, with 2 seconds on the clock remaining, basically got a layup, forced Vandy to have a almost like a half court shot, and he barely missed. I swear the ball just hung up on that rim and flopped off. So I mean that was an exciting moment. But there's just been so much basketball from Thursday to Friday. I had work off because of the weather, so I've just been. This is like the most I've engulfed myself in March Madness and. Probably since high school.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for these chalked up marquee matchups. And you're gonna see the best teams go at it, and it's gonna be fun TV. You got Chuck on TBS, got him back working over on TNT, so it's good to see Slim Chuck looking good.
Oh yeah,
it's looking smooth, looking like he could play again, maybe put some shots up. But he's just too smooth on the mic. So
he is too smooth. He's got that quick. He's quick with it.
He's quick unk. I'd say him and Steve Harvey might be the quickest unks of all time. Who's top 4 unks or quickest unks?
Quickest unks.
I'd say those two. I mean, you might have to. Is Dave Chappelle in that category now, or I feel like he's in his own. He's the GOAT.
No, we gotta go TV personality unks.
Okay. You could argue Terry Crews is coming in the. He's becoming big unk.
I think you're missing. I think Shannon Sharp's up there with the quickest unks.
Oh, Shannon Sharp is. He might be the unk. That is unk.
That is unk.
How did I forget about unk? Mm-hmm. Do you think unk would hang out with us?
No. I don't think he would.
You're telling me I would get thrown out by the bouncers at Club Shay Shay?
Club Shay Shay isn't for us yet. Maybe. We play our cards right. It might be a possibility down the road, but.
Might be. I fucking love Shannon Sharp. He's so awesome. Shout out to him for just having Club Shay Shay and just keep working. I love him in the nightcap, so I got nothing to say about Uncle Shay Shay.
The nightcap is the funniest show.
It is hilarious.
It is hilarious because most of the time it's Shannon Sharp saying something, giving him a stat on something, and then Ocho's always like, "Damn, really, Unc?" That's literally the whole show. I'm telling you, go watch 5 minutes of it, and I guarantee that's all you see.
Yeah, Uncle will be like, "No, he got this many stats. He had this many touchdowns and this much," and then they'd be like, "Damn, I didn't know that." And
yeah,
it's like,
he's like,
it's the best.
He was like, "You remember when Lamar was weighing 220?" And then it's Ocho not believing that he weighed 220 until he pulls it up, and he goes, "Damn, he really weighed 220."
Dude, I love how Unk's just always wearing the tightest graphic T-shirt possible. Like he has just dad T-shirts on deck. He's either the most fitted human being on the planet, or he's just unking it out with a dad shirt.
Dude, I think when you get two unks together, that's when you got the Cat Williams and him together. That's when history was made. That's literally when Cat Williams was dropping all that knowledge on Diddy. You remember that?
Bro,
he broke the news on Club Shay Shay.
He was the Unk Paul Revere. He was just bringing it down, and then 50 got his paws on him and just We all saw the documentary. That was some crazy ass shit.
Dude, 50. 50 is also so funny.
I would not want to fuck with 50.
No.
No, he'd be a cool uncle to have. Uncle 50.
Cent?
Yeah. Would you call him Uncle Cent or Uncle 50?
I'd call him Mr. Cent.
Mr. Cent. Can you please give me the? Do you think he's got original like?
Excuse me, Mr. Cent. Can I have a vitamin water?
Wasn't he? Was he vitamin water?
He was vitamin water, dude. He's the original vitamin water.
I'm thinking Flo Rida was in Celsius with Jake Paul, and then I think he sold his shares.
Flo Rida, yeah, Flo Rida. Flo Rida's another guy, another fella.
Old Florida.
Old Florida.
I remember when he performed at WrestleMania 28. He was like performing. They had Machine Gun Kelly perform for John Cena, and they were just booing him, like hate, because they were all like on The Rock. They were just booing Machine Gun Kelly, booing John Cena. And then Flo Rida comes out to sing before The Rock comes out, and they were loving it. He got the whole stadium up and dancing.
He was turning their heads right round.
They were right round. There were being some wild ones out in the crowd.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think he was as good as Jelly Roll.
Bro, Big Jelly's been on SmackDown. He might be at WrestleMania.
Big Jelly.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to, if he's at WrestleMania, you're gonna have to come Jelly down.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get a Jelly Roll shirt.
Who? I'm trying to think. He was gonna. Oh, there's a wrestler in WWE that just signed with the company. His name is Royce Key or Royce Keys, and there's rumors he was gonna pair up with Jelly Roll, and their nickname would have been Rolls Royce.
That would have been clean.
Which could have been the coolest WWE tag name probably ever. Yes. Yes.
Do we think the Tom Brady Logan Paul beef is real life, or is Tom Brady gonna come on to WWE soon?
He's not coming on to WWE at all, but it was definitely a work because they dabbed up and hugged after the flag football tournament, which we watched today on Fox. It was a fucking joke. The USA actual team, who's probably going to compete in the Olympics for the USA, just smoked all of the pros because they know how all the tricks and trades of flag football, and they're running all the right plays because they've done it for years. But it was kind of a rough watch. But Logan Paul, I mean, he literally, like on live TV, you could tell Luke Kuechly was pissed, ripped like a $2,000 pack of Pokemon cards, pulled like a $3,000 Mew card. So, I mean, that's kind of awesome. So, and I kind of like the beef. I think it was more like WWE going and, promoting the product at the same time. But I mean, he's just a good old fashioned heel. He's just playing the heel, he's just, yeah, it's all a work. But Brady, he doesn't respect the WWE, so I wouldn't expect him on TV anytime soon. He might be at WrestleMania. It's in Vegas. It's in his stadium where he works, so he definitely has access to tickets there.
Could be.
But we'll see. But fuck. What else is new with you?
Dude, just been working, dealing with work problems.
Bro.
Got some crazy ones this year. Other than that, just been kind of chilling.
Hey, we're just like Marshawn. We're just out here trying to get our chicken, stack up the work days.
Exactly, dude.
I mean, this is the real work right here. I mean, the other stuff pays the bills, but this is where we really go to work in here.
Exactly.
But
exactly. Just been waiting for the opportunity to come back here. Put the orange on the mic.
I know we had to take that Jag Gold off for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how our friend's doing.
He was slated to be on the show tonight, but it is unfortunate that Gonzaga is the Oregon football of college basketball. I mean, just like Christmas, just like your birthday, just like any calendared holiday, the Gonzaga losing in mid-March, late March, early April, it all happens once a year. So I mean, it was bound to happen. I feel bad for Perk. That's why I'm going easy on the Zags. I'm a huge Zag hater. I'm gonna put my hands down, take the gloves off. But I mean, what do you expect? We were talking about this earlier. It's kind of how I felt with Geno Smith going into the playoffs with the Super Bowl a few years ago. You just know you don't have the roster to compete with the best and bring home a championship. And Gonzaga fans, they expect to be competing for championships. So I get how it does suck when you fall short and don't even make the Sweet 16. That does suck when you're used to doing that all the time. But I mean, when it's Gonzaga, they do it every year, so it's clockwork.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Gonzaga's just been always the same. You just are what you are, I feel like.
It's almost sad at this point.
It is.
It's
And I
like-
get it. Like, at the beginning, it was like, oh, there's this good basketball team that's coming out of nowhere, Washington. It's a cool story, but
Mhm.
fans can't be acting like they're a blue blood program.
I just hate Gonzaga because there's one dude who we grew up with in the same hometown that went to Gonzaga, and I just hate him. He's the worst human being ever, and my hatred for him just has spread throughout the whole entire squad. I also know another guy who I like a lot who went to Gonzaga, but it's always fuck Gonzaga for me. You know, I was rooting for UNC back in that 2017 Natty. I did not want Perk to get that ring. But Perk's, he's got his C's to look forward to. He's got Notre Dame playing pillows and cupcakes coming up in the fall. So I don't think he should be as hard on himself as he is. He needs to realize Gonzaga just didn't have it this year.
Yeah.
I think deep down he knows.
Yeah. Deep down, yeah. I think he does.
But maybe not.
Maybe not.
I think if you look at the Oregon logo and you look at the Gonzaga logo, it just looks the same to me. They're just wannabe blue bloods.
Yeah.
But they're always at the door trying to get into that blue blood party, but they never will.
Mm-hmm.
They never will.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to go too hard on the Perk. I mean, I don't really have a leg to stand on with my team, but I'm also not necessarily claiming that they're the God's gift to any sport.
And that's kind of where my problem with Gonzaga starts. Is I just want them to admit, like, hey, maybe this isn't our best team, or maybe like we shouldn't expect to make a deep run. Mm-hmm. And if you do, that makes it ever so more magical when it does happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just to kind of have the hindsight and knowing like what to expect. I don't know, it could maybe do that fan base a little good, in my opinion.
I think so. But
bro, we watched me and you. I mean, I don't want to copy our idols, but we did watch the Feld Dog documentary. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like we are in our own way kind of disciples of that Big J, Danny O or Danny Sode, Feldman mythology.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's I've watched countless hours of him, and I know you have.
Huge respect. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people don't know about the whole Corey Feldman thing, but obviously a child actor, was in huge movies, and his way of staying relevant, really, and to promote his own music is to talk about how he's going after all these corrupt people in the industry. But whenever he does have an opportunity to do that, he requests millions of dollars. He starts GoFundMes for millions of dollars to put together these documentaries, and then the documentaries kind of glaze over the fact that there is this stuff happening. So, for example, the one that we watched was like supposed to be mostly about how cool he was and how he has this house, but it made him seem like just this total creep the whole time.
Bro, how many times I looked at you just with a shocked face, just like, did you just see that? Like, he's the biggest egomaniac.
Exactly. So basically the whole premise of this was he started this band called Corey's Angels, and every member of the band was like some misfit, like runaway, that joined the band. Some of them didn't even know how to play instruments, but he basically just took girls that he thought looked good and put them and made them play instruments. And he was going on national TV trying to promote his music, and it was just terrible. Michael Jackson, he bit his style from Michael Jackson. He tried to say that he didn't bite his style from Michael Jackson, but he's wearing like the same clothes.
I know he makes it seem like him and Michael had like a collaborative relationship, like they were both helping each other's careers out. I was just like, dude, this is I can't stop watching. I want to like rent it again just to double watch it. But I mean, like he totally did come across as just this creep with all the angels in the house. Like who knows what the angels are up to? But I know like they're getting allegedly free food and board if they're were a part of the band. But I mean, it all fucking blew up in his face. Like he had to start fucking touring with dude angels at the end.
The Mangels. Yeah, no. Corey Feldman has his own series of problems. He keeps trying to promote his stuff using Corey Haim, which is pretty messed up that he considers him his friend, but like Corey Haim's family doesn't necessarily approve of it, so like it's a whole mess.
If you ever talk about me like that, if I go before and you're just talking about how I'm just getting my butt owned on every podcast you're on, bro, I might have to haunt your shit up.
Dude, I definitely, while I'm living in a fat mansion with a bunch of runaway hot Canadian girls.
I'm gonna haunt you and hang out. I don't know what I'm gonna do more of. Maybe just hang out.
Yeah, dude. He was.
I got that cringe when I was like this week on Twitter, bro. I like didn't want to get involved in this bullshit because it's the dumbest shit ever and it's just goy slop. But the Mormon bitch who's on Bachelorette,
Yeah,
and just how the video comes out of her just beating the shit, the shit out of her boyfriend. It looked like
Dude.
a WWE backstage segment. She just throwing chairs. I was like, I mean, like I said, if you give a Mormon girl alcohol after midnight, they'd spaz out like a gremlin.
Dude,
it's nasty work. I don't know. I hate that I got involved in that shit, bro.
it reminded me of the one scene in Rocky. He's like, "Get up, Rock." She blasted that guy and that kid.
Oh, the kid's like, "Get up, Rock."
The kid. Can we get a
She's like
welfare
Ivan
check
Drago.
on that child?
Bro, I know she did. How do you have like that baggage out, like knowing it could come and bite you in the ass, and then you're just going on The Bachelor promoting all this shit? It's like you got to figure some things out. Like you don't got your life in order. I feel bad. You don't. I don't know, man.
Dude, they should have it anyway.
Reality TV stars are so interesting to me. Just they're in a world of their own.
You're telling me if they said we saw that video come out, we're gonna have this season anyway, that wouldn't be the most watched season?
No, it would be. That's what they to make their money back, they should release this season.
They should.
I think I already saw who won. I don't even know if they're together anymore.
Wouldn't that suck if you went through the whole entire thing and you're like, I'm gonna be so famous after this, I just won this show, and then it gets canned.
And then you have to admit that you got a chair thrown at you during the filming of The
Dude,
Bachelor.
I wonder, you think it was a fiery season? You think it was a spicy season? I bet you it was spicy.
It's a nice ass house to get a throne chair, a chair thrown at you.
Yeah, dude. It's
Nice little Spanish villa with the pool.
Oh yeah, dude. It's not IKEA. She's not throwing IKEA furniture at you.
No.
That's a real deal, dude.
I would love just to like live in that house while the competition's going on, like not even be a part of like the actual dating competition, just like live there at the same, like double book, like you double book the Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
Like you just walk in at like a super important time when she's sending someone home, but you stumble in from the bar.
Oh yeah, they're announcing everybody, and you hear the door unlock behind you. They're like Chad from Las Vegas, and then like and Kirby. And it shows like the interview of you, and you're just pissed drunk.
I've like pulled.
I don't even know, man. I booked this Airbnb.
I'm like, look. I'm like May 5th through the 18th, booked. It's like this is bullshit.
The narrator goes over and he was like, actually, it was for the house next door, but we didn't have the heart to tell him. So we just let him stay.
I'm like, this bitch, she keeps throwing chairs at me. I'm trying to chill by the pool.
Dude, well, okay. What reality TV show do you think you'd be most successful at?
Probably like, I mean, dude, our like reality game shows, like,
Yeah,
is that
okay.
out of the
Reality game shows like what?
like
I'm thinking,
Big Brother?
I'm thinking like the Big Brothers,
Yeah.
Survivors, like, and I guess those dating shows go on, but
I think I'd be really good at Big Brother.
Big Brother.
I think that show's pretty dope.
Big Brother's a good show. Used to watch that a lot. Big on
Survivor, I'd get like I need a roof over my head.
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not trying to.
There could be some crazy stuff that happens, and you have to deal with like the stranded other people's mental health as well. So that's probably not going to be great.
Why you can play the same game inside and eat.
That's true.
So I'm like, why not just become Big Brother? And Big Brother, if you're like the most athletic in the field, you could almost win every competition every week.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
just like boss out and just like go alpha, just like I was to say go alpha mode. That's the worst shit I've ever heard. If you kind of just go alpha mode in the sports realm, no one's stopping you.
See, here's the
Go
thing.
Adonis mode.
You gotta fake not a threat for the first couple competitions, and then when you go back against the wall, then you turn it on.
That's true. You just gotta hope you don't get got in the first 2 weeks.
Exactly.
That's why I just don't trust anyone. I would try to just get that.
That's true.
What is it? What's the idol you get? Why am I blanking out?
Oh,
Immunity idol.
immunity idol. Yeah.
I don't know.
The immunity
What about
idol
you?
and what, the head of household.
Yeah, there's the head of the household. So they decide who goes up to for voting, basically.
So, Big Brother is for sure up there on me. Up there for me. I think that would be the other show. I think that's the one I'm most familiar with. That and Survivor. I just think there's so many factors in Survivor that could throw you off. I think, I don't know. You have to think with Survivor too. Like, you're not gonna eat all the time.
That's the problem.
So like some of these athletic competitions are like, you could be the most athletic, but if you're absolutely drained, like, you're not gonna perform as well.
Yeah, a box of raisins ain't gonna. I'm gonna need a Gatorade. and
Exactly.
I might need a little lettuce wrap to get going. I'm gonna need some energy.
Can we pick maybe canceled shows as well? Ones that maybe aren't
Of
shows
course,
anymore.
of course.
I don't know. Pros versus Joes.
I think we would be the perfect Joes.
I think we'd be the perfect Joes for Pros versus Joes.
I think unfortunately they would probably hit up Barstool first and clean out their Joes. But I think we're as Joe as it comes.
Yeah.
I would just get trucked by Ernest Jones.
Yeah, with our luck, it would be like Ray Lewis, and then it would be like one round with like Conor McGregor, then like
One-on-one with Asia Wilson.
yeah, or something just super embarrassing.
Oh God. Be like you have to go against like Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens would be crazy.
I know they did football, basketball. Basketball was football. I remember like that's like the sport where they would try to punish the Joes the most was football. They were scared of the pros when they did that shit.
I'm gonna be the first on this podcast to go and use the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, keep going. Keep talking Pros versus Joes because I got some stuff to come back to.
I actually have a fun idea we can talk about when you get back. It's about just like average gladiators who are like built like stoners. Like a show basically like the same format as gladiators, but they're all built like just stoner skater kids. And maybe they just go against average Joes like myself or something. I feel like we could clean the house up.
Why don't we just...
Hop on, get over here.
All right, I'll put the cam on you. Let me get it back to Doug.
Bring an Erp on. First appearance on the new cameras. You want to show the sweats you've been making off?
Oh, yeah.
Sponsor the show.
They're clean. Nothing too crazy.
It's fashionable. I need to get some new sweats. I feel like I haven't bought sweats in years. I feel like sweats do last a long time, but I need to up on my sweat game.
Sweats are every day. For me, while we're not working it up, I hop in sweats. It's the most comfortable.
I mean, I wear them every day under like I wear like those rain pant type material. So I always, I don't know. I always got my sweats on, be moving.
I need to get on that vibe, honestly. The jeans just don't. They just get too sweaty.
I like Levi jeans.
Okay.
Levi jeans, I feel like are kind of athletic in a way, or kind of stretchy.
They got that little stretch to them to give.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, showing Levi. Well, that was talking pants with Earp.
Just talking pants with Herb.
Yo.
Did you have a good bathroom trip?
Yeah, everything went well. Nothing to worry about yet.
That's good. You know you're getting older.
Yeah.
Start to worry about things like that. Hope they all go smoothly as they come.
I appreciate you thinking about me.
Of course. But yeah, imagine if it was the gladiators were stoners, but they were going against muscle mommies.
How much do I have to pay?
Pay-per-view price. I would pay that. That would be hilarious. Or, I mean, you could argue, there's a type of stoner jacked. I'm more Harvey Keitel 70s jacked. I feel like that's a lost jacked art in today's world. But I mean, who knows? These stoner, I would probably take the muscle mommies though. I think they'd whip the stoner gladiators up.
I think so. Well, yeah, I guess it depends on what kind, right?
That's true.
Are we talking roided up muscle mommies, or are we talking about CrossFit? Like
CrossFit.
Okay.
Actually, the hybrid, so both. Because I feel like the roided out ones are just gonna be a little slower. I feel like the CrossFit would be a way better
are we doing
competition.
Are we doing like same obstacle courses as on like the TV show?
Mm-hmm. Maybe just instead of one section is where one hits a bong and one shoots up. Or both hit a bong. I feel like, I don't know, there's probably some CrossFit gals who are smoking the ganj.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe they're CrossFitting some ganja up. I feel like if I went to a CrossFit gym, I would just break everything, all my joints and muscles, in a hang cling attempt of 130 pounds. I think my body would just shut down. I'm not built for CrossFit anymore.
Yeah,
I'm treadmill built.
CrossFit's for strong guys who can't make friends.
Do you ever see like gym bros who you just know don't have bros?
Yeah.
And you just kind of feel bad because they're trying to get all their what's the word? All their flowers at the gym.
Yeah, they're riddled with insecurities. Most part.
It's rough.
Yeah.
There's guys at my gym who like, I swear, I'm like, you might as well just like work out shirtless because that you're wearing like a fucking spaghetti string top that is covering nothing.
Yeah, or the guys who just stand in the mirror.
There should be a dress code. I mean, I'm not calling for the lunk alarm, but we might need it like a tank top. At least have an average tank top.
You're talking to a former employer when you say lunk alarm. You forgot my time working at the old PF.
Do you have like PTSD when you hear the lunk alarm go off?
Dude,
you just see a lunk.
There was this
disobeying the gym rules.
There was this one like Vietnam vet who used to come in, and every time he'd see like there's like a little motto that would read like, "This gym is accepting of all people, no matter what shape or size." He would come in and go, "Take that bullshit down." Every single time, dude, he had something to say about the motto. I'm like, dude, there's nothing we can do about it.
He's like, bro, go to another gym. He's like, I would, but no other gyms are $10.99.
Exactly. Dude, you would get some pretty suspect people.
Oh, I imagine, bro. $10.99. There's a reason it's cheap.
If they said before you go, let's make sure we clean the locker room, you'd go, oh no. Locker room duty was tough. There's a lot of homeless people or like people who, unhoused people.
I was gonna say
people who are home deficient.
I was gonna say I see a lot of people who live in their car on YouTube who go and take showers at Planet Fit. They're like, now I'm gonna go to Planet Fitness and take a shower real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's showers that you take a shower and the shower's clean after, and there's showers that you take where you're gonna fuck some shit up, and they weren't taking the clean showers. If you catch my drift.
I would wear some Crocs if I was in one of those showers for sure.
I would, dude.
Need the shower shoes out.
I would say wrestling mats are here for what kind of things you could catch. Planet Fitness showers are like even, if not a little bit worse.
Yeah, no, there's definitely MRSA on both of those or on both of those surfaces for sure. There's definitely ringworm crawling around.
I know for a while, dude, Planet Fitness had this thing where they would have like a pizza day where they'd literally have pizza as people were coming into the gym.
That's counterintuitive as fuck.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I feel like you could have maybe protein bar day at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I don't know, a real gym's going to beat you up for eating pizza. That's a gym I want to go to. I want a gym that hates that I had a slice of pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I want them to be disgusted with me, almost like spit on me when I walk in because they hate me that much that I had a slice of pizza.
I just wish that someone would make a documentary on the staff that was working at Planet Fitness. Dude, they're some of the most unreal people that are there. I'm not even
Probably
kidding.
a lot of in-betweeners.
Dude, there was a lot of people. Yeah.
It's a stepping stone job for sure.
It is. It's one of those where it's like, if that's your only job and you're not in high school, you probably made some poor decisions.
If I ever end up back on that planet, I'm going to know I fucked up. I'm going to know I took the wrong spaceship to life.
I can't even go there anymore. I made a name which I'm gonna keep as my alias, and I'm not gonna disclose what it is because I play it at Planet Fitnesses if I'm ever there. I still have the app, but I used to go on their thing where you could play music, and I would just play the most troll music through the gym because it plays through the entire gym. So I would just try to look up the most troll music and play it.
Played that one song that you were playing earlier.
Yeah.
That's so fucking troll.
Or there was a one. What was that one? Uzi song. What is it? The Just Wanna Rock song.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Yeah. So
I was thinking Jason Kelsey hitting it.
for some reason that song played like 10 decibels louder than every other song. So when I'd first get in there and everybody's just having a chill workout, I would turn it on and it would blow their eardrums out.
That guy who's pissed
When it's
off
like,
about the signs, like, oh,
yeah.
what would you do if you saw the guy who was complaining? He's just like,
He's just hitting it so hard.
you set the lunk alarm off. You're like, all right, that's merited.
Yeah, dude.
God damn, bro. You mind if I give a slip out to myself before we get out of here?
Go ahead.
So I went to a pro wrestling event last night. It's a show me and my buddies go to. We try to go a few times a year to catch a show. They do it like once a month at this place. During intermission, I had a few snacks earlier. Okay, I was having a good time.
Scooby snacks?
A couple
Scooby snacks.
During the intermission, I go out and I hit my boy Rivers' cigarette, and he pulls out an American Spirit. Boy, I might have been inhaling this like a joint. I got back into that venue, and I don't think I've been that nicked in years because I rarely do nicotine. But I literally had to go sit outside on the bench because I felt like I was going to puke all over the place. So I missed the main event. An American Spirit took your boy down.
Oh, boy.
Is that a pretty unmanly thing? Like, should I be concerned with my man card being taken?
Well, I think
No.
If we're talking American Spirits, did someone who works on a farm give you an American Spirit?
He's native.
Okay. Okay.
Comes from the land of the American Spirit.
Okay. Do they rock a mustache?
No.
Okay. What is their occupation?
Fish hatchery. On tribal land.
Okay. Fish hatchery on tribal land rips American Spirits.
He's here's a joke for you. How many natives does it take to drive home drunk?
Should we cut this? Should we cut this?
He told me that. He said 1 1/5.
Dude. Our producer was over there saying, "Oh no."
Bro.
He had his hand over his mouth.
You know how many bets I've lost at the Queen? They owe me that joke. It's a clean joke.
You're about to get a great huge job opportunity to advance the show, and then they're gonna clip that shit.
Oh my god. I gotta be like Marlon Brando. I stand with him. Send someone to come speak for me. That was some wild shit that he did that.
Dude.
The big Brando. Brando had swag.
Brando, yeah. Hopefully those rumors aren't true.
I hope not. I guess we'll move on. I saw Chet Hanks compared himself to Brando.
Oh yeah, Chet Hayes. Chet Hayes.
But yeah, man, I feel like that Native American spirit cigarette got the best of me. I'm just bummed out. And then after the main event came out, the guy, I was sitting outside by myself. The heel wrestler came out and he looked at me dead in the eye, and I go, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like, I like your matches. I've like seen you before." He goes, "Fuck off," and just walks inside. Just totally got owned.
Dude.
Just owned me, bro. I was just like, a cigarette beat my ass, and then he came out and dropped me with the "fuck you." So, I mean, if he was still in character, way to stay in character. But fuck, that was fucking crazy to get.
It's not a character. That's just how he is.
That's probably how he is. But fuck, man. Well, thanks for fucking coming in.
Hell yeah,
Had a
man.
good time. Fucking hopefully get you back on. Hopefully next week if you're free.
I hope so. I think I should be.
If not, then
We'll make
find a time.
You call my agent.
we'll give
talk
him a
to my
buzz.
people.
But yeah, you can find us on Instagram, find us on YouTube. Go subscribe, go follow, check us out. Appreciate you for listening. We'll see you later.